publicly to the leaders of ABC.
Yeah.
You have the floor, sir.
Yeah. Um, Again, this is never easy. Um, there are relationships that seemingly are intact right now. They may not be once this is done. Relationships that were solid that aren't anymore. Um, but again, this is about principle. This is about character. And so, my dear brother, Pastor Lewis, the onus and the burden of proof is on you. If everything that these brothers have said and the other accusations, stuff I haven't even heard yet, if all of these are truly false accusations and it's all slander, then it would be up to you, and the responsibility would be on you to prove them as liars.
Mm.
If you cannot do that because what they're saying is true, then the mere fact that there has been more than one accusation against an elder and that it has been named among you, the wisest thing to do would be to sit down for ministry and sit down as soon as possible. And if any other elders at ABC were in any of this sinful behavior, they would need to sit down too. But sit down, step down from ministry for a protracted period of time. And listen, why am I saying this? Because I've been there. I've been there. June 26, 2017 is stained in my memory because I had to step away from ministry because of personal misjudgments. And it was a private issue, but the stepping away was public. And so it caused all kind of believers and Christians to want, what do you do? Well, what was it? Um, um, and it was and still is, none of their business. I was going through some stuff and I wasn't fit to be in the position that I was in. And so I needed to step away. So I know how to be accountable to my father was still, in the earth at that time. So he was still my pastor. So I was accountable to my pastor. I was accountable to elders. I was accountable to a deacon board. I was accountable to ministry figures that were in my life that that I looked to for support, that I looked to for wisdom, that I looked to for guidance. I was accountable to them. And if you truly are a pastor in the Lord's church, then you need to be accountable to somebody. I encourage Will Ford to be that person. Um, I know that you have a great deal of respect for Dr. Earl Carter. I have a great deal of respect for Dr. Earl Carter. Go sit with him and let him give you a um, correction, a correction protocol. Let him give you a plan for restoration. That is the biblical thing to do. Because when we are disqualified in the moment, we should not be up before the people. We need to get help. We need counseling. Uh, we need encouragement. Um, because when we wound people, it's because we're wounded. So that's what needs to happen. These gentlemen on here actually know you better than me, so they probably would say what you would do. But that's what needs to happen because again, the actions that have been stated, the evidence that has been laid out is irrefutable. And I mean, from what Seiko is saying, this is less than a tithe of what is has been that you've been privy to.
Yeah, I still got clips I haven't even released, but I'm going to release them tonight. So your opinion, even your response is going to probably be ratcheted up a little bit more once you see the rest of the receipts tonight.
About 5.5 years pass. the kind of communication that he and I had over 5 years, there was nothing in person, nothing in my church, nothing at his church.
Hmm.
Um, we talked when my dad was on his deathbed,
Yeah.
and I was really vulnerable and weak and broken during that time. Um, and then a couple times throughout, those 5 years, there was some
Close the
back and
door.
forth,
Get out.
Yeah.
Tell
a
her.
call here, a text here. Pretty much
Mm-hmm.
that was it.
Go, go, go.
Jump
Tell
to
her.
uh,
Okay.
October of
Drink some
2025.
water.
Right. Right.
Close, close, close.
Okay. October 2025. And I go out to be with him. This was my thinking, and again, it may not have been the best mindset to have, but I'm just telling you where I was
Yeah.
so that
Yeah.
I can tell you where I am now.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Um, it's been 5.5 years. I haven't really heard anything, and that's because I'm gonna be honest. I kept my ear away from anything that had any kind of news that had to do with him. I wasn't looking for it. I wasn't checking for it. Again, hoping that it was just something that was just gonna blow over. So with all of the time that had passed, and he hit me up about coming for Truth Behind Hip Hop Part 15.
Hmm.
I was like, why not? Angel and Sabatha had a relationship as well. So I'm like, I ain't seen this dude in 5.5 years. Let's just roll through. And so it seemingly was like a rekindling. Now, in that same week, I drive to Houston for another event, and then you and I meet up. And we talk, and you asked me the question, would he be willing to sit down with me? My response to you was like, I don't know. Jump ahead from there to February of 2026, first Sunday. He invited me out to speak. And then jump ahead to June of 2026. That's when the podcast with him and Ezekiel was pre-recorded.
Yeah.
And Ezekiel had an idea, getting us together on the podcast. So when was that released? It was released to the public on July 30th, but I think for about 2 weeks before that, maybe it was released for members only. And July 21st, I just went back and I looked at the text. That's when you hit me up saying you wanted to really talk to me about something that was on your heart.
Yeah.
And you got Teton on the phone, and we had a good conversation. And some things were revealed to me that kind of stung, uh, kind of hurt a bit. And then Seiko, you showed me some text images